Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Broward Humane Society. We are here doing our weekly tales, so we're going to jump right in just like we did last week. As you can tell, Sherry's out of town again, so I will be filling in for her. We're going to jump right in with a lovely kitten that goes by the name of Amber Gambler, and she is joined by our veterinarian here on staff, Dr. Alyssa Dayton. So you guys can go ahead and follow me.
Hi, everyone.
All right, Dr. Dayton, what can you tell us about lovely Amber Gambler here?
So Amber Gambler is a 4-month-old female. She's been here for about a month now. Unfortunately, before Amber came to us, she had an injury, and we're not sure what happened, but she has nerve damage in the back of her tail. So what that means is that over time, she's lost the ability to hold her urine. So in Amber's case, she actually holds it all the time, but as an owner, you have to express her bladder 3 times a day. As you can see, though, it doesn't bother her in the slightest. She is still a playful little 4-month-old kitten. She's really good for the bladder expression. You actually just kind of hold on to her and give her a little squeeze, and she lets it all out for you. But she does need kind of a special home, but if you've ever wanted a cat and didn't want to have the smell of the litter box, she's your girl. She does not hold her little poops, but she can have a little diaper on that'll catch them when they come out, but you don't have to take them out. Thankfully, she does that on her own. But you can see it doesn't stop her in the slightest. Amber's one of our favorites around here now because she's so playful, even though she's been through kind of a hardship already at such a young age. But she is ready to go, looking for a special family that's ready to take care of her the way that she needs. But she's super playful. She loves toys. She's an amazing cat. She just has some special needs that she needs a good family that's going to be prepared to take care of her.
So for the average adopter, expressing that bladder would be relatively easy.
So easy, and our clinic staff would be happy to show you guys how to do it. But pretty much all you have to do is we kind of just put her over a sink and we hold her up and you just squeeze her little bladder right here and the rest takes care of itself.
Awesome. Another prime example of an animal that had a rough start. You can see it doesn't affect her personality whatsoever. Thank you very much, Dr. Dayton. Let's see who else we have waiting for us. All right, let's work our way down the hall here.
I got you on camera.
Oh. All right, so who do we have here with Miss Linda?
Miss Beyonce.
Here we have Miss Beyonce. She is one of our lovely little pocket-sized pets that we offer here at the Humane Society. Her name's Beyonce. She's weighing in at about 7.5 pounds right now. She arrived to us initially back in May 31st of this year. She was too young for us to put her out immediately, so she went into foster, stayed in a foster home for a while, and just recently returned back to us on the 6th of this month. She's already spayed, and rabbits, as they are an animal that likes to burrow if they were outside, they all do come with a microchip from here at the Humane Society. She's also already spayed, so she's good to go. If you decided to come in and meet with her, you'd actually be able to take her home on the same day. We provide you lots of information on basic rabbit care if you're a first-time owner. You have a lot of questions, you feel a little nervous, you're not sure. We have lots of information and guides to help you get started if it's something you're not exactly familiar with or are curious about learning a lot more of. As you can tell, Beyonce is a very curious little fellow. Loves being around people, loves being pet. Some rabbits, they're a little more aversive to contact. They don't really want to be pet or anything, but you can clearly see Beyonce does not fall under that category at all.
Super social.
Yeah, very social animal, enjoys the company of people. When she went to the foster and they brought her into us to put her up for adoption, they let us know how sweet she is, did great at home. So if you're interested in adopting an animal, not sure if maybe a dog or a cat is the right fit, and you wanted maybe a smaller animal like a guinea pig or a hamster or a rabbit, we offer all of that here as well. And you could come on in, ask to meet with Beyonce, and we'd love to help you add a new little furry addition to your home. All right, so that was Beyonce. Let's go ahead next door and see what we have waiting for us here. Well, seems like we have 2 fan favorites here. We have 2 little puppies. This is Philly and Layla, along with Mary Stephan. She's here hanging out and spending time with these 2 little cuties. They actually come from a litter of 4 total. These are just 2 of them. They're all about 11 weeks old or so. So they're still very young. They're weighing between 10 and 14 pounds, all four of them. So they're gonna grow, we're guessing anywhere from 45 to 55 pounds around there. So yes, they are small, cute, and adorable now, but they will be big and adorable later on. So that is something you would want to be prepared for. They won't be this small forever. There's one boy and 3 girls in the litter. So these are 2 of our females here. They came to us from Louisiana as a transfer on August 15th of this year. So they haven't been with us super long, just a little over a week. But as you can see, they're full of that typical puppy energy. They love their
I
toys.
just had treats on my hands, so they're like
Oh yeah,
obsessed with
they're going for the remnant smell.
Yeah, so I can't get them to pay attention to the toy now.
So with puppies, if you've never owned a puppy before, they're super sweet, but they're very high energy. They'll require a lot of attention. There will be some accidents in the home, but that's all stuff that you can train. You let them know. Train them to use the restroom outside. Get them a lot of nice little chew toys because it keeps them busy when they're teething and keeps them distracted so they won't chew up anything that you don't want them to. But they're very friendly, very affectionate. And if you're looking to make a new addition to your home, you want a nice puppy that's going to grow into something a little bigger and you're cool with that, these guys would be a great addition. Their personality is so loving and affectionate. Very people oriented, and they seem to do well around the other younger animals as well. If you had a bigger dog at home and were interested in adding a puppy to that dynamic, we could certainly conduct a dog meet here. You would bring your dog on a collar and a leash. We have that lovely little training yard out back that we'll be visiting soon, and we conduct dog meets out there between 10 and 11 a.m. So if that's something you're interested in and you do have a dog at home already, we'd be more than happy to conduct a dog meet and see how everybody gets along. All right, Mary, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
If you're interested in meeting with any of our puppies or even any of the other animals we have gone over so far, our adoption hours, we're here from 11 a.m. till about 5:15, 5:30. So swing on by whenever you can. All right, so we're gonna shift outside. We have someone out there that should be waiting for us or will be meeting us there shortly. All right, so while we wait for Doug, he will be bringing us our next furry friend that we will be meeting with out here. Just wanted to let everybody know, this weekend we are gearing up for the Clear the Shelters event that will be taking place Friday through Sunday. We will have select animals about a year and older that will be half off on their adoption fee. So if you're interested in getting a dog that's not as young, but still a year isn't even that old, they will be half off on select ones, so swing by the shelter. Friday, we will be having 93.1 and 97.3 swinging by the shelter. They'll be here doing a live broadcast from about 12 to 2. So if you're interested in coming in, seeing your favorite radio personalities or anything like that, we will be having a nice fun weekend at the shelter here. We're expecting a lot of foot traffic, a lot of people coming in to meet with some of the animals that will be available on the special, and as well some of the animals that we have here already that won't be, but are still looking for their forever homes. All right. Hopefully they'll be coming out soon. Still waiting on them. Let's see one second. So while I fill some time while we're waiting for them to join us, I'll just hand out some generic information about us. Adoption fees, if you're looking for a dog that is younger, anything that would be 5 months and under that will come out to about $300 total. Anytime you adopt a dog from us, you will need a collar and a leash as well to take them home. Cats, any cat 5 months and under will be $100. Anything over that will be just $40 with also a buy one get one special. So come on in if you're looking for cats, dogs, rabbits, guinea pigs. And who do we have here?
This is Chloe.
All right, we have lovely Chloe here. take a look at that beautiful coat of fur that we got. Chloe is 1 year and 3 months old. She weighs in at approximately 60 pounds. She is already spayed and already microchipped. So again, that's another animal that is ready to go today. Again, for anyone that has dogs at home, we conduct dog meets. We would let them meet out here, and if everything goes great, we'd be able to send them home on the same day. Chloe actually arrived to our shelter as an owner surrender on the 8th of this month.
Hi, gorgeous. Hi.
She's super friendly, super affectionate. As you can tell, she loves getting attention from people. When she first came in, she was a bit nervous, seemed to be a little scared by human interaction, but with a lot of our dogs, I mentioned last week our enrichment program, where we really get some good quality one-on-one time with these dogs, and we get to help them acclimate to the shelter life and then their life after when they leave. So for anyone that's interested in adopting, she will need some work on housebreaking. She's not fully housebroken yet, but again, that is something that you can teach, train, and we also do offer dog obedience classes if you needed any kind of guidance on that. The family that she was with initially had kids and even a young baby, and they mentioned to us that she did great with all of them. She loves kids. She would actually sleep by the baby and was very gentle with her. So if you're a family that has young kids, Chloe would actually make a great addition to that, as she seems to get along very well with kids.
Hi. Hi, handsome. Hi. How are you?
Yeah, she's a big lover. She does sit for treats. She is pretty treat motivated. So again, as I mentioned earlier, that is something that will work very much so in your favor for any kind of training or reinforcing good habits. So if you want to make another wonderful addition to your family, Chloe would be great. You'll want to give her some patience, let her get acclimated to her new environment, and training will always benefit, as I mentioned before. Thank you so much, Doug. We can go ahead and let Chloe in. It is pretty hot out here, and she seems to be hiding in the shade. And I can't say I blame her. Bye, Chloe.
Hi, gorgeous.
All right. So we have a special surprise coming outside soon for you guys. Kind of a bit of a shift from what we were just showing. Now right here, we have a very special bonded trio. The 3 dogs, Chloe, Max, and Olive, all came in together into our shelter. They were in owner surrender because the owner did fall ill and was unable to take care of them. And since they're all so bonded together, we are going to adopt them out only together as the trio. They did arrive to us on the 8th of this month. Chloe is a 10-year-old Rat Terrier mix. There's also Max, who will be the 9-year-old Chihuahua mix. And right there is Olive. That is our 9-year-old Dachshund mix. All 3 of them are already spayed and neutered and microchipped. So again, we have 3 little guys and girls who are ready to go home on the same day. Chloe had a dental polish performed here, as did Max. We saw their teeth could use a little bit of work, so thankfully our amazing medical team here was able to give them a good polish and scaling. Olive actually had a few teeth extracted because her teeth were in such poor condition when she arrived to the shelter. They had to take a few out, but she's still doing great, still able to eat. So that won't really affect them much. If anything, it'll benefit them in the future since they had that polishing and scaling done. Chloe was, or actually is, somewhat of the leader of the pack. They like to follow around Chloe. Whatever Chloe is doing kind of sets the precedence for the rest of them. We are going to say they won't do too well in an apartment because the 3 of them can tend to be barkers. So a home would probably be best. In apartments, you know, when dogs bark a lot, it tends to raise some issues either with the landlord or other residents. So a home would be best for these 3 since they do enjoy barking. They are very sweet. As you can tell, they're not super toy oriented. They don't like to run around, do fetch or chase or anything like that, but that doesn't take away from their playfulness and their sweetness. And the previous owner let us know that they actually, all 3 of them are pretty obsessed with being scratched behind the ears. So that's a good little trick if you're trying to get them to calm down or anything, you know, kind of what their weakness is.
Hey. Hi. How are you, kitten? Hi.
Yeah, these are 3 sweet lovers. They would do great in a home. If you're looking to add, you know, if you have a home, you have no animals, or maybe just one at home, and you think you can take these 3 little angels in, I think they would be great. They would make a great addition to really any family. They get along pretty well with other animals. The only thing is the barking, as I mentioned earlier, but I'm sure there's plenty of pet owners that have no issue with that. You guys like it outside?
No, big yawn.
It is a hot day out today, so
Yeah.
I at least commend them for standing out in the sun.
Good on their old bones though.
Yeah, it is good for them, for sure. They love sniffing, they love going around this training yard as well. As you guys see every week, we bring quite a few dogs out here, so their noses are probably going through a lot right now, flavor-wise. Yeah, as you can tell, the toys, they completely ignore them because the smells are much more important. Beautiful. All right, so you guys can go ahead and take these 3 in. Thank you so much. All right, so I already mentioned to you guys earlier about our Clear the Shelters event coming up this weekend. Again, to reiterate that it's going to be Friday through Sunday. Select animals over a year old will be half off on their adoption fee. So please come on in. We'll have the radio here. It's going to be a nice big weekend here at the shelter. So if you have the time, please come on in. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for joining us again for another Weekly Tales, and we'll see you again next week.